Every jewel tells a story, but Grace Kelly's tell a fairy tale. Today, we step inside her iconic jewelry collection, where beauty meets royalty. Number 10. The Cartier Emerald Cut Engagement Ring. In 1956, a fairy tale unfolded that would change the luxury landscape forever. When Prince Rainier III of Monaco proposed to Hollywood royalty Grace Kelly, he did not just offer a ring. He sparked a shift toward a new kind of wearable asset that is now challenging the dominance of the luxury watch market. Initially, the prince presented a modest eternity band, but he soon realized a screen icon required something far more substantial. He turned to Cartier to commission a masterpiece featuring a massive 10.48-carat emerald-cut diamond, flanked by two elegant tapered baguette-cut diamonds and set in a refined platinum band. The ring was a marvel of architectural grace. While it cost approximately $4,160,000 at the time of their wedding, its value has skyrocketed to a staggering $38,800 in today's market. This piece is more than just a historical relic. It is the blueprint for a modern movement in meaningful luxury. For decades, a stainless steel Rolex was the ultimate status symbol. But as watch markets face volatility and oversaturation, investors are pivoting toward high jewelry holy grails. This Cartier legacy is set to replace the crown because of the sheer scarcity of its materials. While a watch is a manufactured machine, a 10.48-carat diamond of this clarity is a geological miracle that cannot be replicated by a factory. Furthermore, Grace Kelly famously wore the ring in her final film, High Society, cementing its place in cinematic history and giving it a level of cultural provenance that few timepieces can claim. The ring's proportions, measuring nearly 0.6 inches in length, offer a visual impact and a sense of quiet luxury that no watch dial can match. Current trends favor restraint and raw material quality over the technical flexing of heavy timepieces. As collectors seek long-term stability, the brilliance of Kelly's $38,800 sparkler proves that the future of investment isn't ticking, it is shining. This shift suggests that the next generation of wealth will prioritize unique, historical gems over mass-produced luxury models, making the emerald-cut diamond the new standard for the elite. Number 9. The Van Cleef Arpels wedding set. When Grace Kelly stepped into her role as Princess of Monaco, her jewelry did more than sparkle. It spoke quietly about tradition, diplomacy, and timeless taste. One of the most meaningful pieces in her collection was the wedding set gifted by Prince Rainier, created by Van Cleef Arpels, a maison already synonymous with European royalty and refined craftsmanship. The set was a complete suite, consisting of a necklace, bracelet, and earrings designed to work in perfect harmony. Each piece alternated luminous cultured pearls with brilliant cut diamonds, creating a rhythm that felt both formal and effortlessly elegant. Pearls were not chosen by accident. They symbolized purity, dignity, and continuity, values closely tied to royal tradition. The diamonds added light and authority, catching the eye without ever overpowering her presence. Grace wore this set often in official portraits, and that consistency mattered. Over time, the images helped define her public identity as Princess of Monaco. The jewelry became part of the visual language of the monarch, instantly recognizable and deeply associated with her calm, composed elegance. Van Cleef Arpels benefited as well, as the repeated appearances cemented the maison's connection to modern royalty in the public imagination. While an exact purchase price was never publicly disclosed, comparable high jewelry wedding suites from Van Cleef Arpels during the mid-1950s were valued in the range of $1 million to $2 million at the time. In today's market, considering craftsmanship, provenance, and historical significance, experts estimate the set could command well over $10 million. What makes this wedding set remarkable is not just its value or beauty, but how naturally it fit into Grace Kelly's life. It was not saved for special occasions. It became part of her everyday royal image, reinforcing the idea that true luxury does not need to shout. It simply belongs. Number 8. The Bains Demare tiara. When Grace Kelly married into Monaco's royal family, gifts poured in from every corner of the principality, but few carried the symbolism or ingenuity of the Bains Demare tiara. Commissioned as a wedding gift from the Société de Bains Demare and crafted by Cartier, the tiara reflected both deep respect and quiet creativity. It was not designed to sit untouched in a vault. It was made to move with her life. The tiara featured 3 scalloped ornaments set with diamonds and rubies, arranged in a way that felt regal without being overwhelming. The rubies added warmth and contrast, while the diamonds provided the sharp brilliance expected of a royal jewel. What made the piece exceptional was its transformable design. Each of the three ornaments could be detached and worn separately as brooches or hair clips, allowing the princess to adapt the same jewel to very different occasions. That flexibility mattered. For formal state dinners, the full tiara delivered the dignity expected of a princess. For receptions, charity events, or more intimate gatherings, the individual ornaments offered elegance without ceremony. This kind of versatility was a defining feature of high jewelry in the mid-20th century, and Cartier was at the forefront of it. Jewelry was expected to work harder, to shift roles just as its wearer did. Grace Kelly embraced that philosophy. She wore the tiara and its detachable elements across multiple state appearances, reinforcing the idea that royal jewelry could be practical as well as symbolic. Each appearance subtly reminded the public of Monaco's close relationship with Cartier and the principality's appreciation for thoughtful design. The Bains Demare tiara was never about excess. It balanced innovation and restraint, tradition and adaptability. In many ways, it mirrored Grace herself. Polished, poised, and quietly intelligent, this tiara did not demand attention. It earned it, one transformation at a time. Number 7. The Cartier Diamond Festoon Necklace. Some jewelry feels tied to a single moment. The Cartier Diamond Festoon Necklace feels like it was designed to travel through time. When Grace Kelly wore it, the necklace became part of her signature event wardrobe, appearing at formal dinners and glittering state occasions where understatement still ruled the room. The necklace is crafted in platinum and built around 3 cascading rows of diamonds, creating a soft festoon shape that moves naturally with the body. In total, it features 64 diamonds, a refined mix of brilliant cuts and baguette cuts. The brilliance adds sparkle and energy, while the baguette diamonds bring structure and calm. Together, they create a balance that feels intentional rather than extravagant, a hallmark of Cartier's mid-20th century design language. What made this necklace especially powerful was how it framed Grace Kelly herself. It never competed with her presence. Instead, it echoed it. The layered design drew attention upward, illuminating her face while remaining graceful from every angle. This is the kind of piece that works under ballroom lights, but still feels appropriate in more restrained royal settings. While the original purchase price was never publicly disclosed, comparable Cartier diamond necklaces from the same era with similar stone counts and craftsmanship were valued in the range of $500,000 to $1 million at the time. Today, with royal provenance and continued family use, experts estimate its value would comfortably exceed $5 million. The necklace did not retire with Grace. Decades later, it reappeared on her granddaughter Charlotte Casiraghi at her own wedding, transforming the piece from heirloom into living history. That moment reinforced what made the necklace special all along. It was never frozen in time. This Cartier festoon necklace proves that true luxury endures by adapting, by being worn, and by carrying stories forward. It is not just a necklace, it is a family legacy shaped in diamonds. Number 6. The Van Cleef Arpels Ruby and Diamond Tiara. Some jewels feel personal, while others feel political in the most elegant way. The Van Cleef Arpels Ruby and Diamond Tiara, worn by Grace Kelly, managed to be both. Designed as part of a complete parure that included a matching necklace and earrings, the set leaned into floral motifs crafted in brilliant cut diamonds, each bloom punctuated with vivid ruby accents. The result was romantic at first glance, but deeply intentional once you understood the symbolism. The choice of red and white gemstones was no accident. Rubies and diamonds mirrored the colors of Monaco's flag, quietly turning fine jewelry into a statement of national identity. When Grace wore the set, she was not just wearing something beautiful. She was visually representing the principality she had come to embody. That subtlety was her strength, and Van Cleef Arpels understood it perfectly. The tiara itself was designed to sit lightly, following the curve of the head with floral clusters that felt alive rather than rigid. Diamonds delivered clarity and brilliance, while the rubies added warmth and depth, preventing the piece from feeling cold or overly formal. This balance made it suitable for major international events, including the legendary 1973 Battle of Versailles fashion show, where fashion, politics, and culture collided on a global stage. Although the original purchase price was never officially released, comparable Van Cleef Arpels ruby and diamond parures from the mid-20th century were valued between $800,000 and $1.5 million at the time. Today, factoring in craftsmanship, gemstone quality, and Grace Kelly's royal provenance, experts estimate the set could be worth well over $6 million. What makes this tiara unforgettable is not just its value or design, it is how effortlessly it blended beauty with meaning. Grace Kelly did not need to explain it. The colors did the talking, and the message was unmistakable. Number 5. Cartier Diamond Engagement Ring. When Grace Kelly became engaged to Prince Rainier in 1956, the world expected a fairy tale, but the story of her engagement rings was far more human than most people realize. The first ring was a thoughtful gesture, a delicate Cartier Eternity band set with alternating rubies and diamonds. The red and white stones echoed the colors of Monaco's flag, turning the ring into a quiet symbol of her future role. Grace proudly showed it off at a press conference at her parents' home in Philadelphia, where photographers leaned in for close-up shots. Still, the ring was simple, and Grace was reportedly underwhelmed. Prince Rainier noticed. Not long after, he returned to Cartier with a clear mission. This time, subtlety was not the goal. He commissioned a bold emerald-cut diamond ring featuring a 10-carat center stone, flanked by 2 baguette-cut diamonds and set in platinum. The result was powerful, architectural, and impossible to ignore. The prince reportedly paid $4 million, an extraordinary sum for the time, and one that instantly placed the ring among the most expensive engagement rings in history. To understand the scale, Princess Diana's engagement ring was valued at $550,000, while Jacqueline Kennedy's came in at $2.6 million. Grace Kelly's ring eclipsed them both. Adjusted for inflation, experts estimate its current value could exceed $44.9 million. This second ring changed everything. Grace loved it, and she wore it often, not just privately, but publicly. It appeared in MGM publicity photographs and even in her final film, High Society, where she chose to wear her real engagement ring instead of a prop. That decision sealed its legacy. What began as a course correction became one of the most iconic engagement rings ever made. It was not just jewelry. It was a moment when romance, cinema, and royal history locked perfectly into place. Number 4. The Cartier Mansion Tributes. Princess Grace's relationship with Cartier did not end with her wedding day. It became a lifelong devotion that quietly shaped modern jewelry culture. Even decades later, her Cartier engagement ring is still regarded as one of the most expensive and influential rings ever created. Its bold emerald cut and confident scale set a new standard, inspiring engagement rings worn by some of the most recognizable women in the world, including Beyoncé, Anne Hathaway, Kim Kardashian, Jennifer Lopez, Amal Clooney, and Elizabeth Taylor. That influence lives on physically as well. Today, Princess Grace's second engagement ring remains in the possession of the House of Grimaldi, preserved not just as a royal heirloom, but as a cultural artifact. To honor her deep affection for Cartier's design language, the brand paid tribute in a very personal way. When the newly renovated Cartier mansion reopened, it unveiled a dedicated space celebrating engagement rings inspired by Grace herself. The round room quickly became one of the most elegant spaces in the mansion. Designed in a refined, pale color palette, the room feels calm and luminous, much like Grace's own style. Photographs of the princess line the walls, creating an intimate atmosphere rather than a museum-like display. For a limited time, the Grimaldi royal family loaned her iconic engagement ring along with other Cartier jewelry pieces, allowing the public to see them up close for 1 month following the renovation. While the ring itself is rarely valued publicly, experts widely estimate that its worth today could exceed $44.9 million, placing it among the most valuable engagement rings ever made. Yet standing in that room, value feels secondary. What the Cartier Mansion tribute truly captures is legacy. Princess Grace did not just wear jewelry. She shaped how it was seen, how it was worn, and how it symbolized love, power, and permanence. Cartier did not simply display a ring. It told her story, quietly and beautifully, exactly the way she lived it. Number 3. The Bains Demare Diamond and Ruby Tiara. When Grace Kelly became Princess of Monaco, her first royal tiara was designed to speak the language of her new home. The Société de Bains Demare commissioned Cartier to create a piece that honored Monaco itself, using the national colors of red and white. What emerged was the Bains Demare Diamond and Ruby Tiara, a jewel that felt ceremonial without ever being stiff. The design centered on 3 detachable elements, each crafted to stand on its own as a brooch. This clever versatility meant the tiara could shift with the occasion, formal when worn as a full diadem, and more relaxed when separated into individual pieces. Cartier blended round, brilliant, and baguette-cut diamonds with smooth cabochon rubies, all set in a mix of gold and platinum. The rubies were especially striking. Together, they totaled 49 carats, giving the tiara a deep, glowing red that balanced beautifully against the icy brightness of the diamonds. Grace immediately connected with the piece. She wore the diamond and ruby tiara to the pre-wedding gala, marking her first major appearance as Monaco's future princess. Soon after, it appeared in her first official portrait as Princess of Monaco, where it helped define her new public image. In 1957, she wore it again during a visit to the Vatican, proving the tiara could move effortlessly between celebration, diplomacy, and tradition. Prince Rainier noticed how much joy the tiara brought her and chose to build on that happiness. He completed the parure by gifting her a ruby and diamond ring, along with a pair of ruby and diamond drop earrings, transforming the tiara into part of a larger, harmonious set. What made this tiara special was not just its craftsmanship or symbolism, it was how naturally Grace wore it. The piece did not overpower her. It reflected her. Elegant, adaptable, and quietly confident, it became a visual signature of her earliest years as Princess of Monaco. Number 2. The Diamond Flower Brooch. Among Grace Kelly's treasured jewels, the diamond flower brooch stands out for its quiet elegance and enduring presence. Unlike her larger, more extravagant tiaras or necklaces, this brooch was subtle yet unmistakably refined, the kind of piece that could be worn every day without ever feeling underdressed. It became a consistent feature in her wardrobe, appearing in royal family portraits, as well as photographs from countless public events, demonstrating just how much she valued pieces that blended grace with versatility. The brooch itself is a study in craftsmanship. Designed to resemble a blooming flower, it is composed entirely of diamonds, carefully arranged to mimic the natural layering of petals. The play of light across the stones gives the impression of movement, as though the flower might sway with the wearer. While the exact carat weight and original cost of the brooch are not publicly documented, comparable diamond floral brooches from mid-20th century Cartier or Van Cleef Arpels would likely have been valued at several $100,000. Today, considering provenance and the fact that it belonged to Princess Grace, experts would estimate its value well over $1 million, making it a small but significant jewel in a collection otherwise filled with multi-million-dollar pieces. What made the diamond flower brooch remarkable was how naturally Grace wore it. She paired it with day dresses, evening gowns, and royal sashes alike, proving that high jewelry does not always need to dominate an outfit to leave a lasting impression. In family photographs, it catches the light gently, adding sparkle without overwhelming her elegance. Over the decades, it became more than a piece of jewelry. It became part of her visual identity as a princess who combined royal sophistication with personal style. The diamond flower brooch remains a testament to Grace Kelly's ability to make jewelry feel alive, accessible, and endlessly graceful. Number 1. The Platinum Ruby Necklace. The Platinum Ruby Necklace is one of the most extraordinary pieces ever linked to Grace Kelly, yet she never had the chance to wear it. Crafted over 14,000 hours, the necklace was designed as a wedding gift for Her Serene Highness, intended to honor her new role as Princess of Monaco. The suite combined 800 diamonds and 70 rubies, all set in platinum, a staggering display of craftsmanship and luxury. At the time, its total value was estimated at $46 million, making it one of the most expensive pieces ever commissioned for royalty. The design, however, never reached her. A minor scandal erupted just before delivery, claiming that the price had been inflated, allegedly benefiting the vice president of the National Council. Prince Rainier was reportedly disappointed and frustrated when he learned about the controversy, and on top of that, he found the design unattractive. He considered it far too ostentatious, misaligned with Grace's elegant and understated style. Ultimately, the National Council had to abandon the piece and scramble for a replacement. The necklace that Grace eventually received was a Cartier creation, which fit her perfectly in both taste and symbolism. It's striking to imagine what could have been a necklace with 800 glittering diamonds and 70 vivid rubies, painstakingly crafted over thousands of hours, meant to grace one of the most photographed women in the world. Instead, it became a legend of lost potential, a what-if in the story of Grace Kelly's jewelry collection. Even without having worn it, the platinum ruby necklace continues to capture the imagination of collectors and royal enthusiasts alike. Its scale, craftsmanship, and audacious value make it a reminder that even in a world of extraordinary wealth and artistry, taste and personal style remain decisive. For Grace Kelly, Cartier ultimately delivered the perfect balance of elegance, leaving this extravagant piece as a historical footnote: beautiful, monumental, and unseen. And that's a wrap on Grace Kelly's most breathtaking and valuable jewelry pieces. If you loved stepping into her world of elegance and royal glamour, make sure to like this video, share it with friends who adore fine jewelry, and subscribe to our channel for more stories of timeless beauty and luxury. Your support helps us keep exploring the jewels, tales, and legacies that continue to shine through history.